Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to my shop. In this video I'm going to cover the setup and use of the Veneer sanding station on a Kündig Uniq edge sander. And I'm working on some molding for flag case build. I've done this before. I've got another video on how to do this flag case. It's not going to change a whole lot. I've got a few other accessories that I've added to my shop since that flag case, and I'll show you as I go through that. But I need to sand this back edge off to reduce this rabbit just a little bit. This piece was just a bit wider than what I needed, and I need to sand the back edge anyway, which this is directly off the saw blade from the Fritz and Franz jig. So I need to take some off, and I'm going to just thought I'd take this opportunity to show you a Uniq tool and how I set this up to sand a specific amount off such that I maintain the width dimension of these three pieces all the same. So let's head over to the sander and I'll explain it and then show you how I set it up. Okay, I've had this Kündig Uniq sander in my shop for 14 years now, and throughout the entire period of ownership I have used this sander. This is the station that I mostly use unless I'm in the process of shaping or doing curve work, in which case I'd use the other side of the edge sander. But in essence, this is if you want to consider this a jointer laying on its side, that's basically what it is. I've got a fixed outfeed table. I've got a variable infeed table that controls the depth of cut, and the sanding pad. This is sort of like a combination or combi head on a wide belt sander. It's just a lot narrower, and it does not thickness. It's designed to function like a jointer and take a specific amount off based on how deep this fence is. Now this combi head has two idler rollers, and it also has a platen that has graphite coating here, and you can move this in and out to basically whatever belt you use. This is a 220 grit belt, and I'm going to take this directly from a sawn edge to 220 grit using this sander. And pretty much, depending upon the sandpaper grit you use, you adjust this such that with the sandpaper on, such that it is coplanar or flush with the outfeed table. If you don't, you're going to get snipe. And basically, I'm going to show you how I set this up. The belts that I'm using, this is Ekamant, sold by Uneeda, and it's non-directional, so I can put this belt on this way or this way. It doesn't matter. There is no direction to this. And these are the best belts that I've ever used. In 14 years, I have not had any joint failures or breakages of these Uneeda belts. And you can see that this one's obviously got quite a bit of use to it. So to set this up, I like to do it from this side. And I'll just set this on and tension it. And my next step is to just track the belt, and I'll do that with this knob down here. Okay, so the belt tracking is completed. Now the next step is, what I like to do is set this the fence at 0, 0. This pad is not adjusted correctly. I'm not even contacting the sandpaper on this platen, so I need to move it out. And what I like to do on that is with this, coplanar with this, and that's a check that I've always made. What I like to do is just move this such that I'm adjusting this platen outward until I just get slight contact. And I'm pretty much, I think I'm close to there. This is just a scrap piece. I like to use light colored wood here. And this edge does need to be flat. Doesn't necessarily need to be sanded. But this is my setup block that I always use to set the sander up. So I'll mark this up. And what I like to do is just reference this on the outfeed side. I'll start the sander and check until where I just get the pencil marks starting to sand off. I should be close. If I'm not close enough, I'll adjust this platen either further in or out to make it correct. Then I'm going to make a complete pass to verify that I don't have any snipe. Okay, so that I feel no snipe on this whatsoever. I've sanded all my marks off. The problem I had, you probably couldn't hear me over the dust collector and sand and running. I still had this infeed table set on 0, so I wasn't taking any off. So I adjusted this to take roughly 0.2 millimeters off, which is 0.08 of an inch, and I got rid of all the marks. So that's how I set this up. Now I'm going to sand my pieces, and what this does, this operates just like a joiner, just with sandpaper. So I'll show you that, and then we'll end this video. I knew I wasn't taking much off, which is fine for a 220 grit belt, but the reason I knew I needed to take 2 passes was because I felt with even force, even pressure, feeding this, I felt it skipping around. You may have noticed it, but let's see how much I took off. So I took 2 passes with each one of them. I recall this was about 10.8 and 10.63 millimeters. 10.77, so roughly 2/10 of a millimeter off of 2 passes. So basically I took each pass was taken about the thickness of the sheet of paper off, and I don't see any saw marks now, so I think that'll be good. So I think I'm done with this. I need to sand the profiled face. As a matter of fact, I think I'll make a video on that because there's something I want to show you that I've been using. And I am not associated with or affiliated with Kündig or any other manufacturer. I don't do Patreon. I don't ask people to buy me a coffee. And over 2 years ago, I demonetized all my videos. So this whole thing was sponsored by me. And all these machines and tools I've purchased with money out of my own funds. And I'm just happy to share information. Since I've owned this machine, I've found that I use this veneer sanding station most of the time. And I get good, accurate results. And if you're interested in any more videos about this machine or even any other machines I've got in my shop, let me know in the comments, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.